Hey, this is Felix with Beltway Real Estate, and today what I want to talk to you about is the North Houston Industrial Inventory Market Update for Q3 of 2022. So let's get started. As we begin to see a shift in how the market trends are going to go, and with the interest rates going down, with inflation going on, it's important to know what's going on in the real estate market, because this can have relevant information and data and intelligence for your property that may be useful to you in deciding whether to continue to hold, to sell, or to buy more, and all those other types of decisions. So actually, 3 editions prior to this, we took a look at the commercial land properties available in the North Houston market, and we arrived at a conclusion that an average, keep in mind, trading value for commercial land would be around $11.80 per square foot. This being said, this week we're going to take a look at the industrial Houston North market update, and we're going to see how inventory has changed and what's going on in this area, and how can we benefit from this information and apply it to our own properties. All right. So currently, the North Houston market, like always, extends from Highway 59 to Highway 45 between Loop 610 and Beltway 8. So this area encompasses, there's about 45 properties on the market right now. This is a little bit more than other markets, but it's still very, very limited amount. 45 properties for this big of an area, means the inventory is still very limited to all of us. The properties range from about 2,500 square feet to 125,000 square feet of building. And with the current inventory, sellers tend to have more power because there is less properties to choose from, and buyers, have a limited list to pick. And with interest rates going up, a lot of buyers are actually wanting to commit earlier rather than later before interests go up. In some cases, people are holding off, but basically that's kind of what we're seeing. Regarding the pricing, given the nature of the commercial real estate industry, I did a study, and this study, from all the properties that are on market, we were only able to consider the ones with publicly available pricing guidance. So for my analysis, I only use these. And what we came up with is that the average asking price for all these properties was around $80 with 65 cents per square foot of building. So this is a good number. I mean, obviously this may be lower, this may be higher, depending on the area, condition, accessibility, desirability, income generating potential, a lot of different factors. But just looking at the raw data and taking a bell curve and seeing the average, it's going to be right there, $80.65. Now for the median, which is the middle of the data, it was actually right there at $80.07, which actually means that the average that we're using is it's a pretty good indicator of what's going on in this market. So if that's the case, then if we take an assumption at 80% of asking price to be the trading value, it's a conservative assumption, but we also want to be realistic. So we take that 80% of $80.65 comes out to be $64.52 per square foot for this specific area. And keep in mind, like I said, this ranges all the way from Loop 610 to Beltway 8. I mean, this area changes a lot depending on location. So this is going to be an average. And while this may not be reflective of your property, this is actually a very good starting point to try and determine how much your property would be worth in the open market. Obviously, like I said, it depends on so many different factors, but this is a good starting point. And we can, from there, depending on the features of your property, you can start adding a little bit more, maybe subtracting a little bit more, depending on what's going on with your property. Now, we must take into account that the average building square footage to land square footage, which is how much does the building occupy of the lot, is actually about 43%. So that means that 43% of lots are being occupied by building, and that's on average. So that being the case, if you have way more land or you have way less land, this pricing now is not going to be as good for you guys. So I'm just letting you know, you might have to make some adjustments for that, whether to increase the price or decrease the price, but that depends on the exact configuration of your property. You know, how much building square footage do you have compared to how much land do you have? What type of land is it? Is it stabilized? Is it not stabilized? Is it cleared? What kind of building is this? A warehouse? What's with the ceiling on it? What are the doors? So all these different factors play into account. But taking a look at the holistic data and an average of what's going on in the market, this is kind of what we're seeing. So once again, to reiterate, asking prices are about $80.65 per square foot. At 80% trading value, it's going to be $64.52 per square footage. And the last thing is the average building square footage to land square footage is about 43% of the total lot. And like I said, there's 45 properties available. So if you guys want us to come take a look and give you a good price and guidance for your property, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.